Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, the Alpha Empath. But as you can see, I have changed my name. I am no longer going to be known as Tiffany because that bitch, she wasn't making shit pop. She was not making shit pop. And you know what? Somebody was trying to get out of me, and that bitch went ahead and came on out. As you can see, this is her introducing Yamandi. That is her. It means a lover of the moon, one who loves the moon. I love the wisdom. I love the knowledge. I love everything about it. I love being a light when people's souls are dark. That is who I am. Now, listen, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, let me go ahead and turn on these comments. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. Say good morning to me. Y'all know I don't like that shit. Now, motherfuckers, y'all better say good morning, okay? So, listen, you guys, your soul will always tell you who you are if you take the time to listen to it. And as I took some time to rest, listen, I had to kind of isolate myself from society because I needed some time to get in tune with what I was feeling. And as an empath, you need isolation. You need isolation because it is only in isolation that you're going to be able to breathe. That's the only time you're going to be able to breathe. Listen, you need oxygen to regenerate your soul. And when you are so busy worrying about the cares of the world, worrying about what other people want you to do, you cannot breathe and your spirit ends up being smothered. Ask me how I know. I know because it happened to me. And I am tired of people's souls dying for an image that ain't giving them life. Give it up. Like, seriously, give it up. Fuck that shit. I had to take a honest look at myself and say, Tiffany, what are you working so hard for? What are you striving so hard for? What keeps you up in the middle of the night? Why don't you have any motherfucking peace? Why can't you rest and let your rest be sweet? And it was because I was living a life that I had not chosen. I was living a life that was given to me. Are you living that life? You see, I like movies. I really love movies. People say, oh no, you need to turn off the motherfucking television. Listen, I love movies and fuck y'all. Y'all turn y'all TV off. I'm gonna keep mine on. Now I'm not gonna be watching the news and stuff like that because I just don't really like things like that. But I love movies because I love the spiritual insight and the little gems and nuggets that are dropped throughout creativity in movies. And I loved England and Scotland and kings and queens and royal courts and things like that. And then when I would be watching with my siblings or my friends or something like that, they would always want to be in the seat of royalty. And although I would say I wanted that too, I would say I want to be a queen. I said it only because they said it. And because like shit, you didn't want to be a damn peasant, so you might as well be a queen. But I'm going to be real with you guys. Every time I thought about being a queen, something in my soul would recoil. It would draw back. And that was my soul telling me, bitch, that ain't for you. But I didn't want to hear that because in this world of competition, and I'm a very competitive woman, in this world of competition, you always got to be number one. Fuck being number one. I want to be me. That is what I want. I don't want nothing else except to be me. I want to live the life that sets my soul on fire and gives it peace. That is what I want. So I begin to ask myself, why when men, even men, when they would call me queen, I would go, and I didn't know why. Shit, that's better than them calling me bitch. That's what I thought, right? So why would I go like this? And I had an attitude, don't fucking call me a queen. I did not even know what I had an attitude about because I know that they were trying to give me honor. It finally fucking dawned on me. A queen is always beholden to her people. She always has to live her life in such a way that helps them. And I have spent too many lifetimes doing that. I don't want to do it anymore. I've already been a queen in several lifetimes. I wanted to be a goddess. I wanted to be the person that lives a life out in the woods somewhere. Well, not like literally, because, you know, I'm kind of scared of the woods and shit. But you get what I'm saying. The woods for me represent freedom. It represents living off the grid. Now, I'm not going to literally be living off the grid because I'm a little bit too cityfied for that. But you get my point. You get my point. Good morning, Cedric. How are you, honey? How are you, honey? Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning, Audrey. How are you guys? Some of you guys had not said good morning to me. I see you watching me. Say fucking good morning and stop being little pussies. Well, a pussy is actually a strong thing. So stop being little dicks. Yeah, stop being that, okay? So listen, I no longer want to be a queen. I want to be the person that gets to create her life based on what she values, based on what she wants for herself. I want to be free to be weird. I want to be free to look like this every day and don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about it. I want to be free to take a lover and discard one without somebody saying, well, you need to get married. You know that that's not a good look. I don't want that. I don't want that. I have not wanted that. And I get so tired of people trying to force that shit on me. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's good for you. It's not good for the life that I want. I want to get up and say, I'm going to Tokyo today without having to say, hey, honey, do you mind if I go? I don't want to ask anybody. Now, this could be from a soul that is tired from several lifetimes of being beholden to everybody else except themselves. That cross is too heavy for me. I want to breathe. Don't you want to breathe? See, I have evolved out of the titles and the labels that people put on me. They said, you are a mother. That is the first thing you're supposed to be. I got tired of that. I love my children. I love every single one of them. But let me tell you something. I am more than just a mother. I got tired of being just a wife. I want to be more than just a wife. Now, when I was in it, there were parts of it that I love, and there are parts of motherhood that I love, but it will not encompass the entirety of my soul. My soul was crying and begging to be released from the prison of societal image that I had put it in. I am the living, breathing creation of a living, intelligent consciousness. I can be anything I fucking want to be. So if you're in a world where you can be anything you fucking want to be, choose to be free. Choose it. Listen, you guys. There is a picture in my mind. There is a picture in my mind. I love trees. I absolutely love trees. One of my gurus had told me that, when I'm angry to go and hug a tree. That thought never really did catch on with me because look, you go hug a tree. I'm not going to hug a tree because I'm going to be thinking about if I'm hugging it, is the ants going to be crawling on me? It's just going to be too much going on. So I'm not going to be hugging no tree, okay? I'm just not going to do that, okay? But he told me a story. And trees are so beautiful. Trees are so beautiful. And he said, be like a tree that's planted by the rivers of living water. Now, he ain't even Christian, but that scripture is actually in the Bible. It's actually in the Bible. If I'm not mistaken, it's in Psalms. If I'm not mistaken, I think David wrote it. Said, be like a tree that's planted by the rivers of living water. In fact, there are a lot of scriptures in the Bible that talk about being a tree. It says, be not tossed to and fro, but stand firm. Listen, we got to stop being tossed. We really do. And let me tell you about how trees communicate. I am a fucking tree. I'm a mighty sequoia tree. I am a mighty redwood. I get purified by fire because that's exactly how the redwoods bloom. They bloom in fire. See, the intensity of my life had to get hot enough to break me out of the bondage of image. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. The best things that have ever happened in my life have always been the most painful things, and I am grateful for it. I am grateful for it because pain is a beautiful teacher if you allow it. If you open your eye and allow yourself to see and embrace the lesson, pain is beautiful. But it will never be beautiful as long as you continue to be fake. Your pain will never turn into your blessing. Your ashes will never turn into your beauty. Your dark night will never turn into your morning dew as long as you continue to be somebody other than you. So the tree that's planted by living waters. Listen, a tree needs space to grow. A God needs space to grow. A goddess needs space to grow. So while its roots are digging down deep, I want my roots to be bigger than what y'all see on the surface. I want to be deep. I don't want to be shallow. I want my roots to go down to every ancestral line and pull up all the wisdom and all the nutrients that of my ancestors, that every one of them have lived before me. I want my roots to go into the water. And then I want my other roots to go out and find my spiritual family. You see, as those roots are traveling underneath the ground, they are looking for their tribe. Did you know that trees can tell whether they're related or not? Did you know that shit? I ain't fucking know that shit, but I know that shit now. Trees can tell whether they're related or not. When their roots touch the roots of another tree, they'll be like, that ain't my motherfucking family. And they will keep moving until they find a tree that is related to them. And then what they will do, this shit is fucking brilliant. The tree says, I don't give a fuck if it is 1,000 miles away. If the roots can go that fucking far, they will. And it will touch that tree that's starving, that is about to die. And it says, you are my family, and I am a tree that is planted by the waters of living life. And I'm going to give you some of my resources. You see, as a God and as a goddess, you don't have to do this shit alone because you are connected underneath the ground. They don't see. Because on the surface, it looks like you are miles apart. That is the type of divine union that I want. You ain't going to see me with nobody, but I'm going to be connected with his ass underneath. Because that is freedom for me. The last thing I want a bitch to say to me is, a married woman not supposed to do. Fuck you. Like literally, fuck you from the pits of my fucking soul. You are not going to put me in your fucking bondage. Not today. Not any motherfucking day. I'm going to be your Mandi. I'm going to walk my path. I'm going to love me with every fiber of my being. And if you want part of my resources, you got to be connected with me at the root, not at the fruit. You see, being connected with people at the fruit is what keeps you in that fucking bondage, because they always want the fruit that you have gotten from your toil and your suffering. No, go through this fucking pain with me. Evolve with me. Produce your own fruit. Give some resources to me. I need some spiritual resources. But everybody is looking with their two eyes and they're asking for money. They're asking for shit that is depreciating, shit that has no value. I want true riches. I want peace in my heart. I want eternal love. When I reincarnate, I want to reincarnate with my family that loves me. You know, those people that you meet, you could just meet them. And it's like you've known them your whole life and you trust them more than you trust your biological family. The next time I reincarnate, I want to reincarnate with a lot of them. I want my soul to be surrounded by love. So I'm making sure the roots of my soul dig down deep, because when you reincarnate, the fruit ain't going to be there, but the root is always there. Connect at the root. Choose freedom. Because it is only by connecting at the root that you're going to have freedom. Trees grow separate. They're not all twisted upon each other like that. They need space. But underneath, the part that nobody sees, their roots are hugging and embracing each other. When is the last time somebody's roots have hugged and embraced you? I didn't even know I fucking needed that shit. I didn't even fucking know I needed it. I was seeking connection, but I kept trying to get connection through fruit. Fruit is supposed to be eaten, and then it's temporary. It goes away. It perishes. That's what happens. But roots keep growing. They're not fucking temporary. And as long as you keep your roots healthy, your fruit, you will always have enough fruit to give. Let it go to somebody else. It dies, and then it comes back. See, the roots represent the feminine energy. And that is why our universe is more feminine than masculine. And the fruit represents the masculine energy. And don't get shit twisted. We are all beings of God. We are all beings of light. And we have masculine energy and feminine energy. And don't let your ego start thinking, oh, she's saying that feminine energy is better than masculine energy. I'm saying one cannot exist without the other. That is what I'm saying. See, in 5D reality, I am wrapping my arms, wrapping my roots around those that I love. But in 3D reality, I'm giving the fruit to those people that have no root. My fruit is for them, but they can't see my root. A lot of people, as an empath, they're going to want to connect with you. And as I said, you better recognize the difference. They're here for the fruit. You connect with people at the root. I love you guys. Let me go ahead to some of these comments over here. Let me go to some of these comments over here. Okay, so yes, good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning, honey. Stacy, how are you, honey? How are you, honey? I absolutely love your energy, love your spirit. I've never met you, but your soul is calling out to me. Maybe your root trying to connect with me. I don't really fucking know, okay? Um, good morning from Holland. I don't know who you are from Holland, but I appreciate it. You are vibing with me. I am vibing with you. I'm hoping that's Mia Voss. Is that Mia Voss right there? Good morning, Emily. Let me tell y'all something. This is another one. This little Emily LeMay Gaton person right here, she is another one that went ahead and decided to goddess the fuck up. That is what she decided to do. She decided, I'm gonna create my life in a way that creates peace for my soul. I'm so fucking proud of you, honey. If you don't hear that shit from nobody else, I'm fucking proud of you. And I am so glad that your roots decided to touch mine because you are part of my fucking family. You really are, okay? Listen, we got some more comments here. Okay, true resources, peace and freedom. Everything else is just BS. You know what? You are absolutely fucking right. You are absolutely fucking right. People that are walking around like zombies, I'm going to have fruit from them in the hope that their souls will go ahead and regenerate. I'm going to have fruit for them, but they ain't going to have access to my fucking root. You can fucking forget that shit. And I tell you what they like to say. They like to say, oh, I love you. No, motherfucker, you love my fruit. Because if you understood what it took to get fruit that tastes this fucking sweet, you would run because you have no root in you. You have no depth in you. You're fucking shallow. Go ahead and boss up, new baby soul, because you ain't ready for this life. I want my freedom. I hope you guys want your freedom too. And if you love this video, as I said, I'm not here to share milk with bitches. I don't want milk. I want meat. I want something that's going to deepen your soul. I want something that's going to transform me and transform you. I want something that's going to awaken the darkness in you and turn it into moonlight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, I love you. Your Monday out.